What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Nikki for those who don't know, and today's video is me talking about my worst used car buying experience from a buy here, pay here place that just happened a few days ago. Now, this is a story all about how my life got turned upside down, starting with me stepping foot on that goddamn car lot. Never will I ever again. Never will I ever refer a person. So I had a vehicle when I pulled up on that lot. I went in there, I looked at a few vehicles, I spoke to this guy, we'll just call him Ben. I spoke to Ben, he showed me a few cars. I test drove this one vehicle, Mitsubishi Endeavor. I liked it, it rode smooth. I told him, I'm gonna go sell my vehicle and use that and add to it to make a down payment to get this vehicle. I sold my vehicle that next morning. I called him and told him he offered to come pick me up so I can go to the lot to purchase this Endeavor. When I get there, he's like, oh, go check out some other SUVs. Don't just settle for that one. Okay, fine. And he points me in the direction of the GMC Acadias, and there were a few of those guys. That's where it went wrong. I checked out and looked at a couple of the Acadias. I looked at the price. I looked at the miles. I walked further down. I looked at a couple of Buick Enclaves. So I saw one Enclave that I liked. I test drove it and it had all the bells and whistles. And they wanted $89.95 plus finance, whatever. So I thought about it and I'm like, yeah, let me see if I can find something else with a lower price. I looked at the Acadias again, test drove one. It was a little rocky. I didn't like the way it drove, so I told the guy about it. I really liked that one, so I was disappointed. So, of course, now I'm test driving more vehicles. I test drove more Acadias, and by, I say about 3:30, 4 o'clock that day, I ended up picking a 2011 brown GMC Acadia. Now, this vehicle went from, the back of the price was like $79.95. Them finance charges, oh, I wish you could see it. Them finance charges is crazy. Y'all can't see. This vehicle was $89.95. When they did all this paperwork, finance charge alone is $5,274.79. How would you like to make that payment today? So I put down $2,500. This brings me to a grand freaking total of $16,622.77. And that's including my $2,500 down. Ooh. Y'all don't even want to know how many miles is on this vehicle. It's like 150,000 miles on this vehicle. And the only thing they kept saying, it's an SUV. Okay. See that? As is, no warranty. No warranty. $16,000. No warranty. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to keep going. Check it out. So I get the vehicle, sign all the paperwork, finally leave that place. I try to go do a couple errands because I've been stuck there all day, so I'm behind. I'm on my way home about 9:45 p.m. Saturday night. And I come up a street. I get off the highway because the car was driving slower than usual. I could barely move the vehicle. I get off the highway and I had to pull into the furthest parking lot I could find. That car had already messed up on me the same freaking night. I called Ben, the person who gave me this paperwork, showed me the vehicles, told him, I'm stuck on the side of the road in y'all vehicle. He said, let me call my guy which is, of course, the owner of the place. It's a small BuyHere, PayHere. So it's only like 4 or 5 people that work there. He calls him about an hour later. This guy sends his bootleg tow truck guy to come and pick the vehicle up and drop me off. We're not even going to talk about that experience. That was like the most uncomfortable. This man, first of all, I am nowhere near racist. Let me state that. This man was white, talking like there's no difference in our skin color. Talking to me, he actually called me the N-word. That's how much he was talking, like he was this color. And I'm looking like flirting and everything. So I'm like, let me hurry up and get home. I just need to get home. So anyways, the next day, I talked to the owner. We'll just call him Matt. Talk to this guy, and he goes, well, we're going to find out what's wrong with it, and we'll get back to you. Hopefully we'll have it ready for you by 2 p.m. Okay. This is supposed to be ready for me by Sunday at 2 p.m. When I asked him, could I get into another vehicle, he said, I already paid the taxes on the Acadia. So he was a little hesitant about trying to get me a different vehicle. He was like talking junk for that. So I go up there Sunday morning, literally like 2 o'clock, because he pushed me off from 10 to 2. And I brought somebody with knowledge of vehicles with me that day. And so we're looking and looking and looking and looking there for at least a couple of hours looking for vehicles. Now, of course, this man wanted me to stay in one of these big vehicles so I can pay this big price. Of course, he wanted to take my money. He didn't want me to get anything that was cheaper. I did. So I was looking at other vehicles, a smaller SUV. But before then, he had insisted that I test drive this Acadia, that Acadia, this Acadia, that Acadia, test drive a Chevy Traverse. I came back, I said, something's a little shaky about it when I'm driving on the road. He goes, let me drive. I said, okay, fine. So I get in the passenger seat. He drives, and he's like, see, to test drive a car, you have to drive it like this. And he steps on the gas real hard. My nerves too bad for that, so I cover my eyes, and I can feel it speeding up quick. He said, you test drive a car like this, and if it doesn't break down, or if the car is still working after that, then it's a good car. Hey, when I say, as soon as the good car came out of his mouth, that fucking car broke down. The car broke down. We were stuck in the turning lane in the middle of the freaking road, right? Oh, I have my face mask on. So, yeah, y'all already know I'm dying laughing behind this face mask. Like, you just made yourself look like a whole idiot. I'm cracking up. So anyways, he has to get on the phone to call one of his guys at the place, because we're right up the street, to have them come pick us up. When his worker came to pick us up in this other Acadia, he pulled in at an angle, and these 2 men that were in the vehicle where we were test driving got in the back seat, leaving me to get in the front passenger seat. And the vehicle was kind of poking out towards the street a little bit, so cars were still flying by, putting me in danger. So I get in the vehicle, and I'm like, dang, y'all trying to kill me? This car dealer says, you scared to die? And I looks at him with the evil eye, and I said, let me ask you that same question and see how you feel. He ain't say nothing. He got super quiet. Don't play with me or my life and think it's a joke. And I'm already frustrated with you and your raggedy cars. So anyways, we get back, test drive a couple more vehicles. He, of course, was avoiding offering any smaller vehicles or smaller priced vehicles. He had the audacity 2 Acadias later say, how about you try that silver one back there? What kind is that? It's a Traverse. After we just got broke down the middle of the road? Nah, I'm good. I don't want that. I don't even want to know how it look on the inside. Hell no. So, after looking and looking, I decided that I wanted to try to get that Mitsubishi and Dalver that I originally came for. And he's like, not wanting to do it because that vehicle is way cheaper. It's like $3,000 cheaper. So my friend saw an Acura MDX. And he was like, that's what you need to get. That's a Honda right there. That's a good car. Test drove. He said, oh yeah, transmission worked real good. You need to go ahead and get this. Of course, listening to somebody who knows about cars. And I was in the car with him and test drove it. We thought it was fine. So I go in there, finally sign this paperwork. Now, it was after 6 p.m. this day. And this is Sunday after 6 p.m. I signed the paperwork for the Acura MDX. It was a 2004, my bad. And finally got out of there, went to drive it home. As I'm turning left to turn down the street to go towards my house, it scrubs. And I'm like, what is that? It sounds so bad and loud. I thought it was like somebody tweaked the pipes or something. That's how bad it sounded. And as I'm turning a different turn, it did it again. So I was like, you know what? I'm stressed. I'm just taking it to my mechanic in the morning and let them lift it up, check it out, whatever. So the next morning, I called my mechanic, told him I was coming up there for him to check out my vehicle. I pulls up. He test drive it because I told him what was wrong. He came back. He got up under it. He took pictures, came back and said, this car has rust all under the bottom of it. The back end is scrubbing against something. If it keeps scrubbing, it's going to rub a hole in it. So, of course, I'm like, are you freaking serious? I immediately forwarded these pictures over to the owner, Matt. And called him. Got on the phone, told him, I was like, dude, did you get the pictures I sent you? This vehicle is messed up as well. It's rusted all under the bottom. The back end is scrubbing, and it's unsafe to drive. And it needs the front end work as well. He goes, let me call you back. 2 minutes later, Ben calls me. This fool hangs up and tell him to call to deal with the problem. So he called me asking me, oh yeah, he sent me the pictures. Oh wow. He went that far to send you the pictures and everything, but he can't even handle the situation with his own vehicles that he is purchasing and selling to people. But anyways, so I get up there. Now, of course, at this point, I'm pissed. So he's like, what do you want me to do? What do you mean? I want you guys not to sell me a crappy car. And I'm looking like, I need a different vehicle. You don't have anything else. Matt comes out of nowhere. Come try this. Come test drive this vehicle. I don't know where the freak he pulling all these goddamn Acadias from, but them motherfuckers be multiplying. Another Acadia. So I'm looking at that vehicle in disgust. But of course, he's still trying to keep me in that high ass price range. I'm not stupid. So he's like, come on, we test drive it to your mechanic shop. Okay, so I get behind the wheel. He actually ride with me, the owner, test drive it to my shop. And I feel a little vibration going down the highway. And he's like, and I tell him, I said, I feel a little shake already. And it's like 70 miles an hour. He goes, oh, that's the road. That's the road. Motherfucker, I done had how many cars driving down this same road? Them cars didn't do that shit. So all of a sudden the road changed because I got in that vehicle. I might have been born in the morning, but goddamn it wasn't that morning. Anyways, so I didn't even argue with it. Like, yeah, okay, we on the way to my mechanic shop, so nothing else to say to your dumb ass. So we get there. I walked up to him. I said, Tim, I need you to check this car all the way around. This is the man who sold the car. This is the owner of that business who sold me his Acura you just checked. And I need you to check everything about it because he is trying to force me into one of these big vehicles and I really don't want it. So he takes the vehicle. He's gone for like 15 minutes. He's driving around. He's checking it out. He comes back. He looks under the hood. He gets under it and looks under it. He comes back. He said, what else you got? And I'm looking like, what? He goes, you can't get that vehicle. That vehicle got too much stuff wrong with it. It got an oil leak, power steering leak. It got this wrong with it. It needs this. This is why it's shaking. And you get the 40, 45, it's shaking real bad. And I'm like, wow. Now, mind y'all, on the way down the road, this man sitting here upselling the hell out this car. Oh, it's got a sunroof. It had the digital speedometer in the reflector off the windshield. Okay, I don't care about all that. I need a car that work good. He's selling the hell out this car. talking good about it. See, what Kelly drives. Run good, don't it? Sure do. Get to the shop. Oh, that face dropped. He got quiet. He didn't know what to say. Because you just got told that your shit is wrong. This is another car that's fucked up. Mind y'all, this is probably car number 10 that I done been in the test drove from this man's vehicles. That's way too many vehicles. The only reason that I'm still here at this point is because this mother freaking contract. If I never signed that first contract, then I wouldn't have had to feel obligated to keep searching for a car on his raggedy ass lot. Don't sign without reading. Pay attention. Use your brain. Ask questions. Get opinions. Look at the price, the miles, the year. All of that matters. These folks will sell you an empty car if they can. Like literally nothing but a frame. These folks will sell you they used draws if they can. So we're driving on the way back from my mechanic, and we get on the highway. And I could tell this man ain't used to being around one of his customers that long, because he got his people to do it for him. So he driving, he's like, oh man, I gotta get back, mad because we're in traffic. So he jumps off the next exit, decide to go the streetway. We driving, he quiet, he's silent, he don't know what to say. He ain't trying to offer, he don't know what to offer. So we get something back, and I asked him, can I just get my money back? You know what this mother tell me? Oh, you already paid the taxes on the Acadia. No, I already paid the taxes on the Acura. So I can give you $2,000 and we call it even. Mind y'all, came in with $2,500. So he basically telling me he gonna keep $500 out of my money because he paid the taxes on the Acadia and he paid the taxes on the Acura all in 3 days. And I don't know nobody in history that pays taxes immediately when you have 30 days to pay them. Ain't nobody paying taxes as soon as somebody buy a used car. $600 plus, $300 on this one. You ain't just pay $1,000 in taxes like you got millions of bucks. I'm not stupid, but this is the lie he told me. Had the audacity to even say you can't print a temporary tag until you pay the taxes. Boy, this ain't the first time I bought a car. Who you think you lying to? So y'all, I still don't have no car sitting outside. I walked off that lot with $2,000, $500 less than what I walked on with. All because this nigga decided to rob me with his up-ass vehicles. Every vehicle I drove was a crappy mess. And they even had the audacity to say, when I showed him the pictures of the rusty vehicle under the Acura, this man said, your mechanic probably exaggerated some. I said, dude, you seen the pictures. How can a person exaggerate on the pictures? You got proof in your face and you still giving an excuse. Can I please get my money back and get away from y'all crooks? Still stole from me though. Moral of this story, kids: pay attention, read, ask questions, bring somebody with the knowledge of those things. Look and check out everything. Check your options. Search your ass off. Please check your options. If it looks shady, it might just be shady. Always read your contract, your paperwork, before you put a pen to it. Don't even touch the pen. Read all of that. Don't let them rush you. They start rushing you. Oh, just sign it. It just mean this. It just mean that. Yeah, I hear you. I'm going to read anyway. You have that right. Utilize that right. You must read this arbitration agreement. Yeah, it might look like a lot of words, but guess what? If we grown, we've been through elementary school and learned how to read, and we don't have to read books and all this other stuff with no pictures. Read this shit. At the bottom of it, it says clearly, it is important that you thoroughly read the above arbitration agreement before you sign this contract. It affects your legal rights. By signing this contract, you acknowledge that you have read and understand this arbitration agreement. Once you sign this page here, you're stuck. Once you sign this page, and of course the other pages, I guess, but once you make this page, oh yeah, they got you. They can't wait to see you sign this stuff. They're going to stand over you and try to distract you with them talking about the vehicle while you signing the paperwork. I was on the phone with my insurance company while he's shoving his paperwork at me saying, go ahead and sign it. Go ahead and sign it. I'll sign it in a minute. Hold on. But my dumb ass still didn't read. Should have. So for all the other smart people out there, please read. Check it out. Have somebody help you. If you can, check your options. If you want to get a BuyHere, PayHere because it sounds good and it helps you out, no credit check, you'd be better off going to DT, honestly. Like, you might as well go somewhere else that got a bigger name, that has a service contract or at least a 90-day warranty. These folks, as soon as you sign this paperwork and walk off the lot, it's all on you. And you ain't even checked these cars out. You don't even know how well these cars are. You got a price on this car. You don't even know that it's jacked up. I call my insurance, the insurance company telling me that the car has been in an accident. Dang, you didn't know this? Or you didn't think the insurance company going to tell me this? Like, what is wrong with y'all dealers? You don't keep customers by keep selling shitty cars. You lose business by doing that, bruh. So with this Acura MDX, the original price on the back of that vehicle said $59.95. Now, mind you, the Acadia was $89.95. So that's a $3,000 difference. So when he goes to finance it, the amount financed decides to go up to $500, $600 just randomly. It goes up a couple hundred. And then the finance charge kick in. So now that $59.95 Acura went to a total of $10,607.32 with 189,000 miles on it. Rust under the bottom and scrubbing in the back. Bad rotors for $10,000. How do you sell a car without even checking the condition of the vehicle to see how much it's even worth selling for? You purchased this vehicle for I don't know how much money. Maybe they got over on your dumb butt, or maybe you knew about it. How do you sell a car to anybody putting a price on a vehicle that you don't know nothing about this vehicle? How do you put a price on a vehicle you didn't even check out? And you have no warranty? You have no service contract? So you want these people to pay you $300 a month for 2.5 years and probably $300 in insurance because full coverage is required. $300 on insurance, and then turn around and spill out how much money out their pocket fixing this vehicle the whole time they paying on it? Who the hell got them kind of dollars to go to a BuyHere, PayHere? If that was the freaking case, you go to a dang lot and start with a vehicle with hardly no miles without the issues. Please read the paperwork before signing, because these people are trained to distract you while they're getting you to sign it, rush you to sign it, shove it in your face like, here, sign this, just put your initial there, sign this. You ain't even paying attention to what you signing because they rushing you so much. And you in a state of mind where, I just got a car. That's all you thinking about is this car. You're not thinking about what you just signed yourself up to. I'm going to need all of us. Because out of 2 vehicles, I got 2 contracts right here that I signed in 3 days. And I ain't got no damn costing outside because this person. And they just decided to take your money and give you some dumbass lie. Yo, they was finna have me paying on this Acadia. I didn't even read this shit just now. That was say read your paperwork. They was finna have me paying on this Acadia for 94 payments. Man, that was gonna be like 6 years, 5 to 6 years, every 2 weeks, 94 payments. That's like literally about 5 years and some $16,000 plus dollars, 5 years and some change for a fucking piece of shit. Don't ever go to a BuyHere, PayHere to purchase and not read the fine print. Look under the car yourself if you have to. Check the transmission oil, check the motor oil, check the inside, check the sound. Listen to it while you test driving it. Speed up, slow down, hit corners, let the windows down, let them back up. Every Arcadia had motor problems in the windows. They ain't teach me nothing else besides the shit about paying attention and reading my paperwork. Never buy an Arcadia. Those things are horrible. I test drove like 8 GMC Arcadias, and 8 out of 8 had messed up problems and messed up windows. And they were 2010, 2011, 2012. These weren't little old cars. They were still nice looking on the inside. But that don't mean nothing when none of the hood ain't shit. Pay attention, people. Please. These folks get over on you with a smile on their face. They can't wait to see you. They can't wait to get your money. Because when I asked him for my money back, this man said he'd give me a cashier's check. So I do the math. I'm like, you give me a cashier's check. First of all, you already stealing $500 for whatever lie you just told me. You give me a cashier's check. Now I got to go cash it. And they take some more money from that. You ain't slick. I called him like, no. He called me while he was at the bank. So I called him back like, can I just get my cash? We don't normally do cash, but let me call you back. What's up with you and your let me call you back? First of all, y'all got cash out of me? What the hell you mean you can't do cash? I need all them dollars. You already taking most of them. Well, not most of them, but too many of them. I didn't rob y'all. I didn't owe y'all that shit. You talking about you pay some taxes. How the hell you pay taxes on a used vehicle that you know that you done had customers come back before when they purchase a used vehicle from you and have issues? You know you have. All your cars fucked up. Ain't no way in the hell you paid them taxes on that vehicle knowing goddamn well that's a big risk to take knowing these people gonna return it. That's literally over $1,000 in taxes between those 2 cars alone. And I done seen them sell cars to like at least 3 other people since I was there between those few days. So you paying $1,000 on my 2 and then you paying for taxes on them other people cars and you telling me you paying that right away? Never in life in history you gonna see a used car dealer run to pay the taxes on the vehicle and you got 30 days. You gonna at least give it 10, 15 days. You ain't finna pay it as soon as possible. That's too much money to just watch go by out the window. I'm not stupid. But you thought I was. You hoped I was. Just because I'm a female nigga. Holla at me in the next video. Next time y'all see me, these braids will be down. You will actually see what little hair I got on my head. See you next time.